On today's special episode of Homeworthy, we're taking you inside the spectacular Kips Bay Show House in Dallas, Texas, to show you how interior designer Julie Dodson transformed this simple space into an ultra-chic den. Traditional meets modern in design in this space, and Julie opted for rustic antiques and abstract art to bring a sophisticated feel to the space. You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Be sure to visit our website, homeworthy.com, to discover amazing furniture, art, accessories, and more, all handpicked by our editors to help transform your house into a home. All of the items are inspired by the episodes you see here on Homeworthy. Enjoy!
Hi Homeworthy, my name is Julie Dodson and this is my space at the 2023 Kips Bay Dallas Show House. And this is what we're calling Traditional Today, which is my take on traditional design meets a little bit of a modern feel. My inspiration for this space here at the Show House really all started with a little bit of research that I did, and I knew that I wanted to really pay tribute to some of the designers of the past that I absolutely have admired throughout my career. I started with David Hicks, and as you can see from the valance that we did, was inspired by a room that he had done many years ago. Also, the rug that I found felt very David Hicks to me, so I wanted to incorporate this in the space as well. And Suzanne Reinstein, with her impeccable eye for antiques, was something that really stood out to me, and I loved the mix of antique pieces as well. So when I first saw the den space here, there were some bookshelves along this sidewall, and I really wanted to open up the space. So I said, let's rip those out. I wanted the bookshelves to be an important part of this space and be a focal point. And in knowing that, I really wanted to add something extra special. So I worked with LaRue Leathers here in Dallas and Jerry Pear Leather, and I had her hand tool this leather, and we embossed it in a metallic gold, which I feel like just added so much extra character to the space. I also worked with Zoffany, which is where the color palette really came from. And this is a new introduction fabric from them that I used to drape the room. And this was kind of the springboard that really helped me to establish my color palette. So aside from this incredible Zoffany fabric and this hand-tooled leather paneling that we did, another thing that I absolutely love about this space is this fabric from China Seas. It just brought a playfulness and a whimsy to the room that I feel like it really was screaming for. It might be one of my favorite details. Another really great thing that I loved about designing this space was just all the inspiration that I found just in my trips to Dallas, in my trips, well, in Houston, just going from shop to shop to shop and really finding those pieces that I felt like would be a perfect fit. Another resource that I had here in Texas was Round Top, and I got lucky in the fact that we had the antique show going on and was able to source some of my antique finds from out there as well. One of them being these beautiful patinated green candlesticks that are here on the coffee table was another one of my favorite finds for this space. I just loved the antique feeling that it brought to the room in juxtaposition with the coffee table that's more clean and modern that I found at Walter Lee Culp here in Dallas. And then the light fixture, which to me really brought another element of playfulness to the space. And this piece I found out in Round Top at Excess Field. So in styling these bookshelves for the show house, I knew that there was going to be a lot of pattern and some color going on in the space. So for me, I wanted the bookshelves to have kind of more of a restrained feel, but also have some visual interest. So I actually found these white, just parchment paper covered books at Pottery Barn. And in shopping in Round Top, I found some really fun artwork that I just loved the color of, that we incorporated as well. And some antique little fragment pieces that we mixed in. And then along the way, I found these at Walter Lee Culp that are from Formations, and I knew that I just needed that pop of brass to be in here in that metal. It was just another element of texture. So we played a lot with texture in this room too, which was really fun, and mixing the old crusty antique with the new, and then again with the brass and the gold details. So for my Kips Bay space, since it is a den and most people enjoy watching TV in their den, I wanted to emulate that same feel as if this was your home and you were coming into your den and you were watching TV, which most designers, we try to hide it. But in here, I just decided to rock with it and let it go. And the one nice thing also about tinting this room is that if you really wanted to conceal the TV, you could always just close the curtains and add a pretty piece of art or a pretty mirror on top of it. Another one of the pieces in this space that I absolutely fell in love with when I first saw it was this antique piece that I found from Bill Gardner Antiques in Houston. And there was something about it that it's antique, but it just had this, even though it's got a rustic feel, it had this sophistication that I absolutely loved and that I wanted to bring to this space. Another one of my favorite things to do in a space that is a little bit more traditional is to pop in a little bit more modern abstract piece of art. This, I worked with C2 Art Advisors and found this amazing piece that I feel like just worked so well in this space, and it also brought in that pop of color, which I think was really nice.
Thanks for watching. Go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content and shopping guides.